I'm James Riley, and I shaved my legs to watch Jon Reep.
Let's see it. Let's see them. Nice.
Hi there, I'm Crazy Joe. I'm here to show you a few of my tricks. First of all, if you'll notice in this hand, as I wiggle my fingers, anything in the fingers. Oh, you missed it. Too bad.
On a beautiful December evening, Pedro and his girlfriend, Rosita, were sitting by the ocean side. It was a beautiful romantic moon when Pedro begged, "Hey Rosita, do wee-wee chew with me." She said, "No, me not do wee-wee chew with you. Let's just sit here and watch the moon." Pedro begged, "Oh please, oh come on baby, let's do wee-wee chew together. Just one time do wee-wee chew with me." And Rosita replied, "No, not now, we not do wee-wee chew." "Oh please, let's do wee-wee chew with me. Just one time." "Okay, I will do wee-wee chew with you just one time." And Pedro grabbed his guitar and they sang, "Wee-wee chew a Merry Christmas, wee-wee chew a Merry Christmas, wee-wee chew a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year."
Today I'm selling everybody here Crazy Joe's swivel elbow. So when they twist your arm, you go for a quick release, and then you go like this. They can twist your arm all they want. And then when they're finished, snap it back in and say, "Goodbye." Thank you, folks.
The biggest threat to the United States in 2008 is Osama, Obama, and Chelsea's mama.
Goes everything.
Oh, how's it feel?
Not too bad so far.
Little boy, you're crying, tell me why you're blue. Did they take your toys away from you? Better go to sleep now, little boy, you had a busy day. And that's all I remember.
Hear that train a-comin', it's rolling down the bend. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison as time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps rolling on down to San Antone.
For all future guys who want to shave the legs, cut them with a scissor first.
Wish I were in the land of cotton. Old times there are not forgotten. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. Oh, I wish I was in Dixie. Away, away, in Dixieland I'll take my stand to live and die in Dixie.
Relating to the Jon Reep performance, I have a few jokes for you. There's a skeleton that walks into the bar and asks for a beer and a mop. And then there's the midget psychic who broke out of jail. What we have then is a medium at large. And you ask for why the turkey would ever cross the road, I guess to prove he wasn't chicken. My wife and I went out to eat the other night in Hickory and asked the server what the choices were, and he said, "Take it or leave it."
A biker is riding by the zoo when he sees a little girl leading into the lion's cage. Suddenly the lion grabs her by the cuff of her jacket and tries to pull her inside to slaughter her under the eyes of her screaming parents. The biker jumps off his bike, runs to the cage, and hits the lion square on the nose with a powerful punch. Whimpering from the pain, the lion jumps back, letting go of the girl, and the biker brings her to her terrified parents, who thank him endlessly. A reporter has seen the whole scene, and addressing the biker says, "Sir, this was the most gallant and brave thing I saw a man do in my whole life." Why, it was nothing really. The lion was behind bars. I just saw this little kid in danger and acted as I felt right. Well, I'll make sure this won't go unnoticed. I'm a journalist, you know, and tomorrow's papers will have this on the first page. What motorcycle do you ride? A Harley Davidson. The journalist leaves.
Lovely.
I want to tell you that the high school I went to, it was tough. It was so tough that the high school newspaper had an obituary column. Now, the spelling of the word Mississippi, you can do that with a I for dotted letter for it, an S with a crooked letter, and a P for humpback. One way to spell Mississippi then would be capital M, dotted letter, crooked letter, dotted letter, crooked letter, dotted letter, humpback, humpback, dotted letter. Or backwards, dotted letter, humpback, humpback, dotted letter, crooked letter, dotted letter, crooked letter, dotted letter, capital M. Now, I don't know if you heard about the gorilla and why they have such big nostrils. Well, I guess they got 2 big fingers.
The following morning, the biker buys the paper to see if it indeed brings news of his actions and reads on the first page, biker gang member assaults African immigrant and steals his lunch.
My name is Becky Stevens, and before I launch into my act, or lack thereof, I need to tell you the story of why a 53-year-old retired public school teacher would be willing to make a complete fool of herself in order to win Jon Reep tickets. First, you need to know about Mike, my wonderful husband of nearly 24 glorious years. As you'll soon see, Mike is the absolute epitome of everything a Christian husband and father ought to be. Next, you need to know about our son, JC. JC has pretty much followed right along in Jon Reep's footsteps. He's a 2004 graduate of Fred T. Ford and a senior at NC State. Go Pack! Now, I'm sure you all know that these 2 schools are also John's alma maters. So needless to say, the 3 of us are all huge Jon Reep fans. So then the third thing you need to know is that I've already won 2 Jon Reep tickets. But before you go thinking that I'm the greediest woman on the face of the planet to be asking for more, the last thing you need to know is that when I got the phone call on February 6th telling me that I'd won tickets in the Hickory Daily Records drawing that week, I was ecstatic. Or at least until I calmed down long enough to realize that I could either take Mike or JC, but not both. But when Mike got home from work that evening and I told him about my dilemma, he just flashed me that warm, loving smile of his and without so much as a moment's hesitation said, "Take JC. You 2 will have a great time." So now you know why he's all a Christian husband and father should be, don't you? It can all be summed up in one word: selflessness. This is dedicated with love from me to you. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you?
That's a lot of hair going bye-bye. It's about time to start the second razor. Well, I've cleaned drains in my house that had this much hair.
In my mind I'm gone to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you feel the moon shining? Ain't it like a friend of mine to hit me from behind? Yes, I'm gone to Carolina. standing around me. Still I'm on the dark side of the storm, and it seems like it goes on like this forever.
I love you, Angel, and I'm taking you and JC to see Jon Reep.